Hello, you've reached Philip Ward. I just want to thank you for giving me a call and being a part of this project. Feel free to say whatever you'd like. Thanks.
Whew. Well, that's now I'm a newly single man. I'm hurting, and and the thing is, I caused the problems, and I know I did. But it was too bad that I can't fix it. It wasn't a very long relationship, but it was very happy. When it was happy, it seemed as if sometimes, whenever I express my emotions to her, she wouldn't validate it. Like it slowly kind of sent me over the edge. She was being very distant throughout the relationship, and I always asked her about more affection. She could display that to me, and it just kind of got shot down every time. And now that she's gone, I don't know if I miss her or if I miss the idea of being in a relationship. I guess that's something I need to figure out. It hurts. All right. Bye.
I see a lot of sad stuff on that page, and I thought that if this does get posted, this might help some people. But stop applying your perspective of someone to who they are. Doing so will only hurt yourself, but it will hurt them because you're forcing them to be someone they're not. Step outside of your perspective. Forget any and all preconceptions. Look, listen, seek to learn them, because anything you learn and subsequently place on top of your perspective of them will be intrinsically flawed and unreliable. Much love.
Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't tell this to you face to face. Honestly, I'm very nervous too, since a lot of people frown upon that, like just apologizing. But I'm sorry for what I did when we were in high school. I was just jealous of you. I envied you. You were beautiful. You were just amazing. You were the perfect student. You were the perfect person. And I understand that your life wasn't, good. You had your moments where it wasn't perfect, and I understand that. It's just, I'm just so jealous of you. And I'm sorry, that that's what happened. And I'm sorry that I, you know, I'm sorry I did everything. I'm sorry for being an attention whore. I don't like admitting it, but I feel like I have to say it so I can help move on with my life. I guess it doesn't help that I'm back to the problem that started it all. That doesn't help it. I guess I'm just insecure and not confident. Well, I mean, I can't help it. It's you. I'm just so jealous of you. But I hope I can move on from this and never have to think about it again. Channeling, well, expressing or not, like, saying my emotions out loud and feeling it, I feel like would help. But now I just feel like I was this total bitch in high school. I guess I was. You know what's funny? You're the only person that I feel like I've hurt. Because the other people, they hurt me. They were being very fake. But you were one of the people that I feel like I've done wrong. And I'm sorry for that. And honestly, you don't have to forgive me. I want to forgive myself too. I just needed to tell you that I was sorry. And I just needed to tell you that, the whole reason was because I was just envious. I wish I was as pretty and smart and perfect as you. Now I'm just over here rotting. I must feel lucky being you.
God, I hope no one I know follows this account or is going to recognize my voice if they do. But, you know, being at a point in your life where you've done so much and fought so hard to get out of the shitty situation, relationships that you were in on your own. You know, they say your old life will cost you your new one, and no one ever talks about how hard it can be to leave that old life, even though you know it's hurting you. In some weird way, even though it's all you want to do, it's so hard to let go. And then you're left with the aftermath, right? When all the dust clears of the chaos of leaving that, the pain of it, of where do I go from here? Who am I now? Having to make sure you don't make the same mistakes that you did in the past, and make sure you don't let the same shitty people in. You don't get pulled back to the spot that you fought so hard to get out of. So if anyone is going through anything like that, you're not alone. And even though it gets really hard and really lonely and feels kind of impossible, don't give up. You deserve to give yourself a chance at the life you always wanted and dreamed of. Thanks.
It's 2 a.m. I just woke up from sleeping. It hit me all over again. I might have lost someone that I care so deeply about. We were in love, and I just wanted to not push him away. But I guess that's what I did. He's my best friend. And he reminded me how to be in love. And I might have lost it. And I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself. Thanks for hearing me.
I don't know exactly what's going on in my life right now. I feel so stuck in a corner. And I just feel so alone, despite having so many friends and just supportive family, I guess. I guess they're a supportive family. I don't know what they are. I think they try, but it just hurts me more in the process. I just feel like escaping so bad. I don't want to die. I just want to not be here anymore. I never thought about how I would do it. I just want to go away. Just for a bit. Just for a bit for me to get all of this weight off of me and to just feel less stuck for just a little bit. I don't know what to do. I know I just have to keep going because I have barely even lived my life. I'm still young. I still have a whole life ahead of me. But I'm not sure if that life will ever be true at the rate I'm going. And that is just so scary to me. I don't want to feel like escaping anymore. It just sucks.
Hi, Philip. I've left quite a few messages on your answering machine, I guess. Answering machine? What year are we in? Sorry. Your fucking voice box. What the fuck? My brain's kind of not working right now. I've had a very busy day. Today is my dad's birthday. Currently it is 10:52 p.m. And I had a really good day with my family celebrating my dad's birthday. But I can't help but think about how much I don't want to be here still. Like, I have all these moments in my life that bring me so much joy, and they're so beautiful, and they make me look at life so differently. They make me think about life and, like, do I really want this? Do I really want to stay alive? And most times, it always comes back to no. And it's getting a lot harder with each new year to stay, but I actually have goals and plans for my life for once. I have a girlfriend who I want to spend my life with and, you know, grow old with. I don't want to take myself out before we can do that. I don't want to have to leave her alone in this world, you know? And I have a cat who I'm looking at right now. She's sleeping soundly in my bed. I love her so much, and she would be so confused if I just disappeared one day. So as much as I don't want to be alive, and as much as I kind of hate the world, moments like those and moments like today remind me that it's not that bad, and I should stick around. And for anyone else that's listening to this, you should stick around too, because there are going to be moments in your life that are really hard and make you want to give up, but there are also going to be moments in your life that are beautiful and magical, and they're going to make you want to stay. Think of those moments. Think of those moments all the time. And I know how hard it can be to not do that. Anyways, Happy New Year. Good night.
This is to my old manager. I got an internship at an accounting firm. It was really early in my career to get the internship. I got it anyway. I came to find out the manager that interviewed me just wanted to pursue me, despite the fact that he was married and had a kid. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. We built a friendship I thought was real. I had some little girl crush that I was just ignoring the whole time because you were my boss. Nothing, you would never do anything to hurt your family the way you did. Your beautiful wife, and I know I'm part of the problem. Because I fell for it, and I'm an adult, and I should have known better. You made me think that. You told me things that were just lies. You told me how badly you wished you were with me. How you thought you were falling in love at first sight. How it was so unfair how I was treated by other men, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I'm really fucking stupid. But that doesn't change. You took advantage of your position above me.
You made me think something that wasn't true. You lied. So I'd do things. And then you discarded me. I was an object. You only saw me as someone to get off to. I hope that someday your wife finds out. I don't have the courage to tell her. I don't.
Hey, Philip. I'm calling you 'cause I can't call him, and even if I did, he wouldn't answer. And even if he did, he wouldn't be himself. It's weird how sometimes people just die even though they're alive. It's like they're dead to you. That doesn't make any sense, I know, but it feels like he's not here anymore. Like his soul stopped showing up.
Hey, Philip. I know I sound a little young, but I just recently got out of a breakup, and I won't lie, I definitely ruined it, and I definitely ruined her with what I've done. And I made a choice that will stick with me forever, and I cheated on her. And I know that it's hard to be forgiven for something that you did a long time ago, and it's hard to forgive someone that's betrayed you. And so I've been thinking it's really hard to get over her, because I thought that she was the one for me. But then I never thought that I would be the person to make her life worse, And so it sucks a lot, and I'm trying to move forward with my life, but I keep on waiting and wanting for her to come back so I can show her that I've changed and I'm trying to change. But I don't know how to show her that I have changed, or if I ever will be able to. I want to tell her that I'm sorry, but I know I won't be able to tell her that ever again. And it sucks that I won't be able to see the love of my life and my best friend ever again. But I know it's my fault. I just wanted to get that off my chest. And I hope the best for her. And letting go is hard. But if you learn how to let go, you'll be a happier person in the end. Thank you.
I don't really like doing these, even though I see them all the time. But it's 1 in the morning, 1:08, 1:09 now. But it's 1:09 in the morning, and obviously I can't sleep, which is nothing new. Around 3 years ago, I started dating a girl who was really special to me. And last April, we broke up. And ever since then, she's never really left my mind. I kind of live every day with her in the back of my head. Sometimes I don't really pay attention to it, but she's always there. I see her on social media every now and then with my friends. Like, for example, today on Halloween, she went out with a few of my friends, and it's just seeing her happy and smiling and living her best life. It's a great feeling, of course, but I just wish that I somehow could have still been a part of it. We haven't had an actual conversation since, I can't even remember, like last day of April. And the only thing that's kept me company are the dreams I have about her, or the memories that I think back on. She was my first girlfriend, and I really thought she'd be the last one. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's been 2.5 minutes, so. Her name starts with the letter K, and if she can hear me, I'm sure she knows who this is. And just know that I'm still waiting, and I don't think I'll ever stop. Thanks.
Hey, it's been 2.5 weeks since we last talked. I know I could have been better at the relationship. Only if you would have talked to me. I still think about you every day. I miss you.
So, I just recently gave birth to my son, and he's beautiful. Birth was complicated and messy, but I made peace with it, and I thought I was okay, but now I understand why every doctor's appointment they keep giving you the postpartum check and ask you all those questions, because I realize now that the world knew something I didn't, or maybe something I just thought I was exempt from, and that's that there's a good chance that you're going to crack, and the world is bracing for the fallout. I know I'll be okay. My partner's been great, but I can't admit to everyone else around me that I'm cracking.
I love this girl so much. I met her about a year and a half ago, and I helped her cheat on her boyfriend with me, and I feel terrible about it, but I just didn't care. I wanted to give this person a world because I thought I saw everything in them. There was really nothing else that I could do. I just felt drawn to them, and no matter how many terrible things we did, no matter how many people we hurt, no matter how many friendships we ruined, I just cared for her. And then one day, she goes out, finds her ex-boyfriend, hooks up with him, and I'm just a distant memory. I know I should move on, but this person was my everything. I did what I could, and in the end, all I was to her was just a distraction. All I wanted to do was just care for her and give her everything that I could. And all I was nothing. I can't be friends with this person. All I can do is care for them and love them. And I don't know what to do.
Hey, Philip.
So, today, what the fuck? Oh my gummy worm just fell off the dashboard! Anyway, today I think, hold on, that's a really weird thing to, hold on, okay, anyway, today I think is the day that I'm going to start realigning myself with faith. And I have rejected God for a really, really long time because of the way that I was treated in the church and because of the way that many queer people were treated in the church and because of the way that many Christians online and in churches and in public behave. And I realized tonight as I'm driving home from work at like 10:45 that I was not seeing God's work through these people. I was seeing the devil. I was seeing the work of the man who was trying to turn me away from God. And I think I've decided I'm going to cut out all ungodly practices from my life. No more drinking, no more smoking. I mean, that's going to be easier said than done. I'm going to go to rehab. I'm not just going to go cold turkey because that would not be good for me. And God doesn't want me to die. But reclaiming my status as a child of God. A child of God who has several piercings, reads Junji Ito on a regular basis, and gets tattoos. And says fuck. Because God loves me anyway. And He loves you anyway. Or they, or she, or whoever. Loves you anyway.
Hey, Philip. This is, I think, my third time calling. It seems a little pathetic if you think about it, but I'd like to say that things are good. My life is good. My job is good. Things are stable. And I've hit this point where I'm like, man, I'm stable. And I want more. Like, I almost crave that point where things were so uncertain and I was stressed and I had no idea what was going on, right? And I've hit this point where I've created this nice little nest for myself and I'm just sitting here waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because that's what always happens. It's good and it's real good when it's good. It's great. But you're always waiting for that other shoe to drop. It's just when will it happen? And I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm going to ride it out till it does. That's all I can say is, when things are good, enjoy them because, man, when they're not good, they're not good. But I hope you have a good night.
Thank you, Philip. I don't even know where to start. For a while now, I've noticed I'm always just not there, I guess. I don't know why. A dog barking in the background, people. I haven't known for years at this point. Sometimes just kind of like, I don't know. And it's not like I'm not here, because I know I am. It's just, I always feel so distant from everyone, even like this month marks a year that I've been with my partner, right? And I love them with all my heart, like every single day. Yet I just feel so tired. I guess. I have for so long. I don't know. Part of me wonders if it's like just kind of not really expecting to like get here, I guess. I don't know. Am I here? I mean, I guess just how old I am. I mean, I'm not even like, I'm only like 20 at the moment. I don't know. I'm just so tired. Many days it just really does feel like it would be better just to be gone. And it's not like I don't want to be alive. Like I'm having a lot of wonderful experiences for a while now. Just different things for quite a bit now that I would have never had if, you know.
I'm sitting in my room, you know, about to leave for a war I don't have to fight in. And, you know, all my friends, everyone around me is questioning why I'm doing it. But, you know, I don't feel at home in my own home. I want to go help people that need help, and I don't want to waste my life, and if that means risking it, then so be it. But I don't feel like anyone here is or wants to be around me, I guess.
Do you ever think in life that some things are really hard for a reason, but then sometimes, like, whatever's hard can't get to you enough, so you get laryngitis because that's, like, really hard? Yeah. I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Hi, Philip. I just wanted to share a little bit about how I'm feeling. I'm in a relationship, and for the first time, I feel like it's the healthiest one I've ever been in, but I still feel like I'm settling in some way. I feel I'm supposed to get treated like this, but there's this, like, weird sense of wanting more. Like, there has to be more. And I think it's just me wanting more quality time with him, and he doesn't really prioritize that. And I didn't know that being in a relationship could feel lonely. And I don't know if this is normal or if it's right, whatever you want to call it, but sometimes it still feels like being single, you know? And that scares me because I don't know if this is normal. So, yeah. I mean, he's a great guy. I like him a lot, but I just kind of feel like it's not enough. You know, I don't really feel covered in love, if you will. I just kind of feel like I'm still single, you know? So that's kind of been on my mind lately. You know, is this healthy for me, or is this kind of just like bare minimum? And then can I trust myself enough to know the difference between the two? But I don't know, I'm 31. Like, I don't have that much time left, I feel like, and I kind of keep to myself. I'm not very social, so I don't know. Well, thank you for listening.
It's 3:39 in the morning. It's 2 days before what should have been your 18th birthday. And I'm just sitting on the floor crying instead of my bedroom by myself. And all I want to do is just give you one more hug. I love you so much. I just miss you. I would do anything for one more hug from you. I love you. Bye. I don't know how to word it, but I think I'll never get over my first love, Angel. It sounds corny, but I don't know. Ever since you had introduced me, I don't know if I'd ever will be able to let go of the feeling of him loving me. His presence would always make me feel safe, and he never failed to be there for me. And just hope whoever he goes with will appreciate him for who he is and realize he's not the bad person that he makes himself seem, because he's so much more than what he thinks he is. I really love him, and I don't think he'll ever feel the same way I do. His touch still haunts me to this day, and it's wild to even think that even after I showed him my vulnerability, he still never committed to me. So, but I know one day, if the time's right and our paths cross, my bad, it'll be something for us. I love him. I saw him again, and I swear all the air left my lungs. He's so beautiful. Words can't even encapsulate how beautiful he is. It's funny because I talked about how things ended, and he asked me if I was okay. I should have said no. I should have said how I dream of him every night and every day, and I sleep the day away just so I can see him. I hear his laugh, smell his cologne everywhere, all the time. He's like a ghost, haunting me completely. But I don't think I mind. I need him back, but I don't think it's possible in this lifetime. So
I paint my nails the color of his eyes, drop fresh coffee at his door every morning, no note, no text, write love letters that will never be delivered, anything to dance with his ghost. Oh, the sickness, really, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. He doesn't know, and he never will, but God, I wish he did. I wish he did.
It's been 4 days since you left, and we said we would text once a week. And I said once a week was a great timeline, and so here I am sitting in my car, counting the seconds in the 3 days remaining. I'm going to text you, and I'm going to ask you how you're doing. I'm not going to tell you that I'm doing awful. And I'm not going to tell you that I love you. And I've told you that I love you so many times, and I've meant it every time, and you've heard it none of them. And I can't say this to you. I hate these. I'm sorry. Hope you're having a good night, Philip.
Hi. So, yeah, I don't know if this is the one message that I would want to have posted if there's ever just the one, or if it will. I've been listening for a while, and I appreciate your project. And some of what you've shared hasn't seemed to be so random, and that's unfortunate in these troubling times. But I'd like to share what's been happening lately. I work at a cafe, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to ramble. I work at a cafe, and I work in a somewhat small red town, and I feel like the side that is against women's body autonomy and freedom is getting desperate. And ever since Harris started running, it's been this weird phenomenon where customers have come in and either in person or written on a receipt that we should vote for Trump because our tips won't get taxed. And that's so appalling. And I am a little bit limited because of what I can say back, because I am at work and I'm not just representing myself, but also, you know, the cafe. But it blows my mind that that's what's going to make me vote for somebody who hates women, is to be greedy and save my money from being taxed. So I didn't know that, like, I found out that this was happening more and more with other women, like I said, just being confronted or written on a receipt. And these are young women who aren't, I respect a lot, but aren't as vocal as I can be. So I was at a table with 4 people, 2 couples, 2 men and 2 women, and before the guy said something, his wife said, "Honey, don't. She's from California." She already knows from California. And I said, no, go ahead. And he said, if you vote for Trump. And I said, what? That'll be my last vote ever? And he continued on, and he said, no, your tips won't be taxed. And again, thinking that I can't be my wild self, but kind, because I would still have to say words like vagina and abortion, which apparently are taboo. They shouldn't be. So I thought about it, and I said, there are people who are hungry, and there are potholes in the road, and so I really don't mind paying my taxes.
Sorry. I don't really even know why I'm on this.
of why I'm saying anything, but for a while it felt like, feels like I can't say anything to anybody. So maybe speaking to myself out loud will get it out a little bit. I don't really know where to start, but I don't really know where to end. Constantly trying to find an answer, but I never know the question to ask myself. But maybe that's the purpose, maybe that's the reason. You're never supposed to know. I don't know. Some days I hope it gets better. And then other days I realize sometimes it might not. And for once not destroying myself is actually more destroying than destroying myself at all. Because for once it's myself finally doing it. It's everything else around me. Wish I was better. Wish I was stronger. Wish I ate better. There's so many things I wish I did and so many things I do correctly, but all I can ever see is something negative. I can't see anything good. Maybe some people just aren't meant to feel love. And that's okay.
Bro, I'm finally healing from falling in love and being crushed because of it. And it's a really weird feeling knowing that I'll love someone else and be okay with it.
Hey, Philip. So I just finished listening to one of the many voicemails on your Instagram, and it was this guy talking about learning to let go, you know, when you break up. And now usually in a breakup, you know, it's because one person through one means or another doesn't want the other person in their life. And he talked about just, you know, accepting that, needing to accept that. But I don't know, it just resonated with me. And fuck me, man, if I'm not going through it right now, you know, if I'm not fucking in the process of that shit, I'm sitting here telling myself, like, if I just had a chance, if I could just solve a little problem, then everything will be okay. And, I mean, it's hard because on some level I do fucking believe that to be true. I really do. I really believe that. But on the other hand, it's like if they wanted you in your life, in their life, why did they break up with you? You know? If you're not wanted, for whatever the reason may be, why are you going to try to fight your way back in? And I don't know. That's the question I don't have the answer for. That's something I'm currently struggling with every day. But I'm glad I heard that voice message. It gave me a lot to think about. And I hope it wakes a few other people up too. It gets them thinking.
Hey, it's Abby. I changed my name. Now I go by Quinn.
I don't know who's gonna listen to this or who needs to hear this, but I think you're all doing okay. And even if things really aren't okay right now, please stick through with it. There are people out there who can and will appreciate you for who you are. And it's okay. life kind of sucks, honestly, but I believe in you, no matter where you are in life. If you're getting through something, or if you're just getting into something, be the best version of you you can be. Always work to be better. And make sure to reward yourself from time to time. You deserve more than you know. Good luck. I wish the best. We love you. Good night, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on time zone and or area. Or when you're watching. Listening? I don't know. Thank you.
Hello. Just want to say, for the people who feel very isolated, who feel like they want to go on to the next journey and leave from this world, you're not alone. However, don't give up. Don't be alone. Talk to people. And when you talk to the people that you think that you don't vibe or they don't relate, that's okay too. There's always going to be people out there. And that's all I got to say. Peace, everybody.
I don't know how to feel right now. There was a girl. I had spent so long building her up and putting her on this pedestal that now that she's gone, I don't know what to do. And she wasn't that good to me. At least it didn't feel like it. To me, it felt like she was leading me on. But it's still so hard to get her out of my mind, even though she's gone. And I most likely will never see her again in my life. Guess I'm just gonna have to get through it.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this